NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
And he doesn't shy away from that spotlight. You can't in this league. If you're an NFL quarterback, all eyes are looking at you. When your team needs you in a crucial spot or a down-to-the-wire contest, you've got to be the one who's got that steady hand to drive your team to success.
Looking to throw right away. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. Racing down the left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll try and punch it in. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Still sticking with the passing game. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Evans now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings him out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. To throw here on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. From the 45 on 2nd down. This one finds Boyd. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 37 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Throwing it again here. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, go.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 32. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the 1st. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll run here on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 2 here. And it'll be first down, Packers. He's dropping back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a give running right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's complete, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They're running the option, short side. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 3 on the gain, as that makes it 2nd and 2 for him.
Brings up 2nd down.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Throwing from the gun here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He tosses right to the short side. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. They're throwing it. Hauled in left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Packers will take over possession. On 1st down, they'll run. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They go play action on 1st. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team on the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 21. Boyd hauls it in. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Sending a receiver left. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete over the middle. He's still going at the 30. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Packers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And Brock, they are really struggling to get their feet under them in the first half. They've got to find some resiliency, really stabilize things here in the postseason. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. Goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Evans now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the 37. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, He knocked him back across the line.
It is caught left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pass play coming here. He's going to try to drop it in. Big gain downfield. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. Looking for it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, some adjustments in store, no doubt about that. They're headed to the locker room trailing as he kneels to end this 1st half. So we're to the half in this NFC Wild Card contest. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the second of our 2 games here on this Super Wild Card Saturday. We'll get it back out to you two in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Evans now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds a man right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. At the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. Second and goal, backed all the way up to the 14 here. They'll send him up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding, receiving team.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Blown back, gets the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Give now to the running back. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Bucs are in great shape to begin the drive already in enemy territory. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Gets him on the in route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Pass play on first and goal. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. It's second and goal. He'll look to throw. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Rolling left, buying some time. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 3-possession lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Play action on first down. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Able to get it to Edwards. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back-to-back carries here. No one around. He's got space. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Evans now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They put a receiver in motion here left. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Packers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Back to throw. Edwards got it. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 11. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. They get 2 out of the run, but it's going to be 4th and 9.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the fourth.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll send him over right. 2nd and 1. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll throw it. He's on the move. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new season. It's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And you never want to count out those...